Hey everyone, have you ever just stopped and wondered what the world is going to be like when you're a grown-up? I mean, it's a huge question, right? So today, we're going to jump in and explore some of the massive changes that are shaping your future right now.
Seriously, just think about it for a second. Are we talking flying cars, robots as your coworkers? It's all really exciting to think about, but let's be honest, it can also be a little bit scary not knowing what's coming. So let's try to figure some of this stuff out together.
Okay, so to get a handle on where we're going, we actually have to look back for a minute. See, not that long ago, adults had a really different idea about how the world worked. They had this big story they believed in, a story that's completely changed.
I want you to imagine this. Way back in the 1990s, when your parents might have been around your age, a lot of people honestly thought the world had kind of figured itself out. They believed the big global fights were basically over and that the future was going to be peaceful and, pretty predictable. It was a nice thought. But, yeah, it didn't exactly last.
Right. That simple, comfortable story pretty much crashed into reality. The future, which seemed like this clear, straight road, now feels way more uncertain, with lots of twists and turns. The world, which felt so stable, is now changing faster than ever before. And this idea that we're all connected, well, it turned out to be way, way more complicated than anyone ever expected.
I mean, our world today is just unbelievably connected. Just think about something as simple as a chocolate bar. The cocoa could be from Africa, the sugar from Brazil, and the wrapper from China. It's wild. But this global network also means that a problem in one part of the world can ripple out and affect all of us. And that changes everything, especially when it comes to the jobs we'll have in the future.
So you've got this fast-changing, super-connected world. What in the world does that mean for you? What kind of job will you actually have one day? And what skills will you need to be good at it?
This is where things get really interesting. For like hundreds of years, machines were built to do one thing: replace human muscle. They lifted heavy things, they built stuff. But today's AI, it's totally different. It's designed to compete with the human mind. It can analyze information, spot patterns, and even make predictions.
And that brings up a completely new kind of worry. The fear isn't just about not having a job. It's this deeper fear of becoming, irrelevant. It's that scary thought that the skills you spent years learning might suddenly not be needed anymore, all because the world changed so fast.
So, what should you even focus on in school then? Well, it's not really about memorizing a bunch of facts that a computer can find in a millisecond. It's about building these four, let's call them superpowers. Adaptability, so you can learn new things super fast. Creativity, to come up with brand new ideas. Emotional intelligence, so you can understand and work with other people. And resilience, which is all about bouncing back when things get tough.
Okay, let's switch gears and talk about something you probably use every single day: your smartphone. When you're scrolling through TikTok or YouTube, have you ever really stopped to wonder who's actually making the choices here? Are you the one in control?
It can seriously feel like your phone can read your mind, right? But it's not magic. It's just an algorithm. And it works in these really simple steps. First, you watch a video, or you like a post. The system sees that and makes a note. Then, it starts looking for patterns in everything you do, and it uses those patterns to predict what you'll probably like next. And boom, it starts suggesting more and more stuff just for you.
And here's the real key to how it works so well. The tech is super subtle. It doesn't shout orders at you. It doesn't force you to click anything. Instead, it just whispers suggestions. It just gently guides you, making it a little easier to click on the next thing, and the next, and the next.
And this all leads to a really big question. What does it actually mean to be free in a world like this? Is freedom just about getting to pick from the options you're shown on a screen? Or is real freedom about understanding why you're being shown those options in the first place? It's something to think about.
All right, so we've seen how the big story of the world has changed, how jobs are changing, and even how our own choices are being shaped. With all this change happening all at once, what's the one skill you need to not just get by, but to really succeed?
For a long, long time, people thought of school as a place where you'd fill up your brain with a toolkit of information that was supposed to last you your whole life. But in a world that's constantly updating, that old toolkit gets outdated, fast. It's just not enough anymore.
So the old model is out. The new one is all about this: adaptability. This is probably the most valuable skill, the true superpower of the 21st century. It's not about what you already know, it's about how quickly you can learn something new. It's really about learning how to learn again and again for your whole life.
Because the world is so unpredictable, it is a totally normal question to ask, what's the safest job I can get?
I mean, everybody wants to feel secure, right? But here's the thing. In a world that completely reinvents itself every few years, the whole idea of one single safe job that you do forever is kind of disappearing.
So we need to flip the question. Instead of asking what job is the safest, we should be asking ourselves this: how good can I get at reinventing myself? Your future isn't some single destination you have to find on a map. It's a story that you get to write, one chapter at a time. And the most exciting part of all, you're the one holding the pen.